Hello everyone, welcome to the reading. This reading will be for Justin Bieber. So then it's pretty interesting because a few days ago, like 2 days or 1 day ago, I forget, but like Justin was in the news for half of his face being paralyzed. You know what I mean? Very unfortunate series of events in his life, because it's just like he's been going through a lot, right? So I'm going to be looking through the energies and seeing what's up with him. You know what I mean? Also, I've done a ton of readings on him and his wife, Haley. So definitely watch that, like, if you want to know, like, what's going on with their shit. But I'm going to be focusing on Justin at this moment in time. So let's see. What's going on with him at this moment in time? Like, of course, I'm going to be asking all the questions people are curious about. But at this moment, I just want to get, like, the energies. Let the energy speak for itself. Let's see what's going on. What's going on with this dude? Okay. So it has to do with his emotion because this card is face down. And it's also giving me a deep energy. So let's see what's going on. Damn, this man is dealing with some obstruction in his life. This is spiritual obstruction. Very interesting. And it's what I'm going to say next probably is the obvious, but it is what it is, right? Because horses, they indicate an energy of being proud. So it's kind of just like, I don't know, karma is coming home to roost sort of energy. You know what I mean? That this man, he's a proud sort of dude, not in a good way. And he's dealing with some challenges, obviously, some obstruction. Let's look deeper. What is this being proud about? Like, we obviously know the obvious about what he could be proud about, but let's see what the energies want to show us. This card is sideways, so when it's sideways, you guys know what I say. When it's sideways, it's never legit. It means that something is definitely off, and it also symbolizes shady energy. Also, this card is face down, so it has to do with his emotion again. Ah, damn. Well, this man, he has no peace. He definitely has no peace. And it's interesting, right? Because I was like, what is he being proud about, right? And it's an energy. Again, I don't know anything of him, but this is just what I'm picking up intuitively, right? As far as, like, people in his life, from, like, his friends, even his, like, I'm assuming fans, it's an energy of like everything is cool, everything is all right. You know what I mean? Like things aren't as bad as like he tries to portray it as it is. You know what I mean? But the truth is that he's not resting. You know what I mean? Because if you know anything about the Four of Swords, I'm gonna hold it the right way to show the image better. The Four of Swords symbolizes resting, right? It's like a peace of mind. You know what I mean? It's like an energy of almost like letting all like the worries and cares in the world, you know what I mean, just letting that go. But this is deep. This is showing me that it's some serious shit going on behind the scenes, you know what I mean? Not just that, I keep getting an energy of him being cocky. So it's deep. It's kind of just like this guy is cocky in his personal life. There's a lot of shit going on. It's a lot of shit because it's funny that this Four of Swords is not an energy of rest. If you look at this shit, this guy, he's terrified. He's going through it. Not just that, he's stuck. I'm getting a lot of shit with this card. You know what I mean? I'm getting fighting. I'm getting a belligerent energy. And isn't that interesting? You guys seen that fly? I believe that's like the first fly that ever like popped up in my readings. I don't know where the hell it came from. Fly symbolizes dirty things. You know what I mean? Dirty energy. And that's a loud ass fly too. So what's being shown to me, I'm going to just pick it up and say it as it is. He's dealing with some spiritual attacks. He offended some people. You know what I mean? That cocky energy. What was I telling you? That it's like, it's coming to basically haunt him. You know what I mean? So this is deep because intuitively, I can't really like show you through the cards, but intuitively what I see is that this man was doing a lot of shit talking. You know what I mean? He was doing a lot of shit talking. Not just that, he was fighting. He was fighting a lot of people. Not just that, it was an energy of being on a high horse. You know what I mean? Acting superior. Acting all crazy and shit. This And it's funny, right? Because I want to say, obviously, he's a man, but it's like I'm getting energy of a boy. So it's kind of just like when he was younger, he was doing some crazy shit. A lot of disrespecting, a lot of shit talking. Now it's kind of just like, karma's starting to catch up to him. And this is interesting, right? Because I believe someone said that he's 29 or 28. I don't know how old he is, but if he is 28, he's going to be going through, or he is currently going through a Saturn return. Let's see, what else can I see? But that fly, right? And it just disappeared. I don't know where the fuck it came from. It's actually like 11:50 p.m. at night. And I don't know how the hell that fly came in his house, but what that shows me is that this guy, he's dealing with some spiritual attacks. I'm getting a lot of messages, so I know I'm not like really focused, but it's a lot of shit going on. This dude, he's dealing with some bad shit. Let's see, what else can I see with this deck? What can we see, actually? This Three of Swords is because of heartache. So it's someone that he definitely like hurt their feelings. So now it's like they're doing some sort of form of witchcraft on him. You know what I mean? You see someone's celebrating. Someone's definitely celebrating because the Three of Swords. You know what I mean? That's an energy of heartbreak, pain. You know what I mean? I know the Ten of Swords speaks of betrayal, but this is also an energy of betrayal. You know what I mean? It's funny because I'm getting an energy of like, this is Justin's vibe. You know what I mean? He's like, what the fuck is going on? Why now? You know what I mean? But if you look at these other people, someone's celebrating, another person's happy. So it's kind of just like, yeah, people are happy to see him in a bad place. You know what I mean? Not a good situation again with that negative fly. This Four of Swords, it caught him by surprise. You know what I mean? It's kind of just like an energy of him feeling like, okay, I got over it. You know what I mean? And it's funny with this Four of Swords, right? You see how the cards are like linking up and shit. It's kind of just like, it caught him by surprise. He thought that he was going to be able to rest, that shit was good, that things were moving like forward in his life. There was no negativity. But nah. You know, that shit definitely caught him by surprise. And again, it has to do with betrayal. So it's someone around him that's doing some negative spell work. It is what it is. You know what I mean? And I'm actually not getting one person. I'm getting different people. This is sort of like the evil eye sort of energy is what I'm picking up. People are definitely sending him bad vibes. Not just that, his protection, it's very low at this moment in time. Damn, not good for him. Let's see, what else can I see about this dude? I mean, if you watch my reading with Hailey Bieber and him and all of that, it was showing that this guy, he's having just crazy sex. You know what I mean? It was showing like STDs. It was showing all sorts of shit. The readings were definitely wild. And this is kind of showing a different dimension to that whole situation. Because I'm seeing spell work, all sorts of shit. This card is face down, so it's affecting his emotion. Not just that, this is giving me the vibe of a hidden aspect. There's a hidden aspect to this situation. This Knight of Chalices, the Knight of Cups. It's interesting though, because he's still trying to portray things as not being as bad as it is. You guys know what I say, like, usually when it's like an animal and a human, the human shows the exterior of what you can see. The animal shows the interior of, as far as like what's going on with the person's emotions. And I wouldn't call a dragon an animal necessarily, because it's a type of mythical, powerful creature. I don't get like a typical animal from it, but it definitely applies here, that concept of like the animal and human and all of that. Because if you look, he's still trying to be like, yo, shit's cool, shit's fine, things aren't that like tough. But if you look, there's an energy of him being nervous. Not just that, he's facing the past. So again, he's thinking now, he's like, damn, who could I have offended? You know, like when shit goes wrong in people's lives, and they're, you know, like people normally say like, oh, I don't deserve this. Like, what did I do to hurt someone? And all of that shit. He's thinking that now. He's like, dude, who did I hurt? Let's see, what else can I see about this situation? I'm just picking up the energies. There's nothing to... again, that fly is back. You know what I mean? It's funny because, again, I never have flies in here, so I don't know what the fuck that's about. I obviously want to dispose of it, but I mean, and usually if there is ever a fly, like, you never hear them like at night. Like, you never see flies at night. Like, I think that's like the time they rest, right? So it's funny that this one is active. And again, it's an energy of like symbolism with that for sure, like dirty deeds. I mean, I know some of you guys might be fans of this Justin guy, but again, he's caught up in some dirty shit. You know what I mean? It is what it is. And you see, because he's stubborn, the Seven of Wands speaks of stubborn energy. You know what I mean? Trying to do the impossible here. But what's being shown to me is that this guy, again, he's an asshole. You know what I mean? Obviously, the image don't relate. We just know the definition of the Seven of Wands. It means being stubborn, and that's what's relevant in this situation. Justin is a stubborn asshole. It is what it is. Let's see what else we can see. This Temperance is showing me that he's dealing with mental disorders. Obviously, that's the obvious. This is an interesting Temperance, right? Because Temperance is all about being patient. It's all about alchemizing. You know what I mean? It's about creating shit. This guy, he's just caught up in all sorts of shit. You know what I mean? And it's funny because what I do know of him, even though I don't know a lot, it's like he does try to be like religious, or he did that in the past, the whole religious shit. You know what I mean? It's a lot going on. It's a lot going on. I'm getting someone that's like in a desperate situation. Let's see what else is going on. Trauma in the home. If you guys seen the reading I did for Dwayne Wade, this is, if I'm correct, I believe this is one of the cards that popped up. And it's interesting. You see this entity on top of this home, on top of this house. It's a bad omen. You know what I mean? So it's showing me that there's shit definitely going on in a home. And look, it relates to a female. So, I mean, goddamn, right? Very deep energy. Obviously, it's funny too, right? Let me just say that. I'm very agitated with that fly. It's very obnoxious as fuck. I really want to get rid of it. But I have to be professional and focus on the energies, even though this reading is just at random. So, what did I tell you guys? That it's deep. That it's a female here, and she's not happy. Look at this 3. Again, relating to what? The fucking 3 of Swords. Not just that, you see the skeletons and shit. And 3, you guys know what I say about 3. 3 is usually not a good sign. It speaks of challenges, obstacles, fighting. There's issues going on. Not just that, this female, and damn, this is going to be harsh, but whoever this female is, you know, I'm going to let you guys assume what you guys want to assume, you know what I mean? Definitely, like, put on your intuitive glasses and think about, like, who you think this person is. You know, it could be his mom, you know, you never know. But this person is just like, damn, when is Justin going to die? And let me just say that this is all intuitive, or excuse me, let me just say that this is all allegedly and for entertainment purposes only. I have to say that because of YouTube. Obviously, this whole shit is intuitive, we know that much, but this is all allegedly and for entertainment purposes only. I have to say that because of YouTube reasons, you know what I mean? Because the shit get too deep. Sometimes I say it, sometimes I forget to say it, you know what I mean? But this is deep, though. This female wants him to die. Not just that, bad deeds. And I'm seeing a lot of bad spirits around too. And it's funny because I've seen this card a few times, and honestly, I never seen these little bug creatures. And what I'm getting from seeing that shit is like entities, negative energies, negative apparitions. You know what I mean? Very bad energy. What else can I see with this deck? What else can we see? Damn, what did I tell you? That it's a female up in this shit that's causing fucking, I was gonna say up in this bitch, but I caught myself. But anyway, you can tell it's late. Usually when it's late like this is what you're gonna get. And I'm being stupid. But no, what did I tell you? That it's a female. And this female, she's involved in some witchcraft, you know what I mean? When you see a mermaid, right? Like if you know anything about like African spiritualism and stuff like that, Like, you know, mermaids, they're not necessarily a good sign, you know what I mean? They're not, it's not a good sign at all. Not just that, look at the whale, you know, the whale is in pain. So, all this witchcraft, spell work is causing pain. You know, it's causing pain for Justin. And I want to go to the bottom of the deck. The foundation of the home. Someone's trying to stop some shit. You know, this looks like, you know, the race car flags. Like, you know what I mean? Like the stop and the go. So someone's trying to stop shit. You know what I mean? Someone's also trying to direct energy. You know, this is basically inside a tent. Like inside a home, basically. It's part of the foundation. And remember, I was telling you that it's multiple people that's kind of causing and wishing harm on this guy. He has some bad people in his camp. You know what I mean? Not just that. This is 4. 4 speaks of the home. So very deep. That's why it's good to know like your Roman numerals and all that, because it definitely helps with the readings. But this is deep though. 4 speaks of the home. So again, his home. There's some crazy shit going on in his home, guys. Definitely some crazy shit going on in this guy's home. I want to know, how do you guys feel about this situation? How do you guys feel about this reading? I feel like that fly was definitely symbolic. Like, I don't believe I've never had a fly, like, buzzing around, being all loud and shit, being irritating in any of my readings. Like, so guys, definitely tell me what you think of that. Like, the most you'll ever see probably is, like, a fruit fly. And, like, that's, like, common because of, like, fruits and shit and vegetables I be having. But as far as, like, even then, like, you don't necessarily see them like that. But to have a fly appear out of nowhere at night, it's not a good sign. So this guy, it's not looking too good for him. Peace and abundance. Also, press the thumbs up button if you made it this far. And stay tuned for more content.